Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Laura, aka glowwithloulou. And today I'm filming I guess a little get ready with me. I kind of wanted to give the muerte eyeshadow palette another shot. If you guys haven't seen my Sephora VIB sale try on haul, I tested this palette out and I wasn't completely blown away by it. So I'm gonna give it another fair shot today. Before moving on, it would mean a lot to me if you guys could subscribe to my channel. And now without further ado, let's get on to the video. I was kind of digging through my sample bag today. I have this huge sample bag of just samples I've gotten from Sephora, from MAC, any store basically. A lot of stores will send out free samples with your orders or whenever you shop from their store. So I have a bunch of them that I literally never use. So I was kind of digging through today and I found these two primers that I think I would like to use today. The first one is the Juice Beauty Phytopigments Illuminating Primer. And the second one is the No Problem Primer from Touch in Sol. The Juice Beauty one sounds like it's gonna be really interesting. It doesn't have any silicones in it and it's rich with a lot of antioxidants. It's organic based, so it's one of those clean beauty brands at Sephora, and I actually really want to get into the clean beauty stuff. And it's also infused with an age-defying serum. It illuminates the skin, it smooths lines and wrinkles, and blurs out imperfections. Okay, it's very watery, and it looks like there's some kind of highlight in it. I can't put my finger on what it smells like. It feels like there's banana, but also something else. I can't put my finger on it. I'm just gonna go ahead and rub it in. The actual texture feels very similar to the Smashbox Primerizer, which is actually one of my favorite primers. Yeah, I definitely put too much. So the primer did set down. I am noticing some peeling. It might be reacting with my SPF or my moisturizer. I feel like that did blur out my pores, so I might not end up going into the No Problem primer because I think this did a good job at blurring out my pores. It does feel a little tight on the skin as well. I have oily skin, so if you have dry skin, you might not like this. I don't think it added that much shine either. I don't think it illuminated anything. So far, not blown away by this. I'm gonna see how my foundation wears on top of it. I'm gonna be going into the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This one is in the shade 220. I'm picking that up on a Real Techniques blending sponge. It seems like the primer is making the foundation peel up. I'm just wiping off the peeled stuff with a dual fiber brush. I'm gonna go ahead and color correct with the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. For concealer, I'm going into the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This one's in the shade 22 and Light Neutral. And once again, I'm going to blend it out with the Real Techniques sponge. To set the areas that I highlighted, I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Setting Powder. This one's in the shade Butter. Then on the areas where I have a bit more pores, I'm using the Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Pressed Powder from IT Cosmetics. I just focus that right here on the cheeks and on my nose. To set the rest of the face, I'm going into the Fenty powder again, but this one's in the shade Banana. I'm just going to be applying a very light layer of this on the outer portions of my face. For bronzer, I'm using the Hoola by Benefit. I'm using the Fix Plus Powder Foundation from MAC to conceal these massive pimples that I have. I went ahead and zoomed you guys in so we can get started with the eyes. I already did one eye off camera, as you can see, and this is the look we're going to be creating today. First, I'm going to be priming my eyelids with the MAC Paint Pot. As usual, this is in the shade Soft Ochre. With the Melt Cosmetics palette, we're going to be sticking into these kind of teal colors right here. I'm first going to dip into the mint color, which is called Lagrimas. And I'm going to start mapping out the shape of the cut crease as well as this posing that as a transition color. I'm also blending it into the eyebrow as I usually do with my transition shades. I'm then gonna dip into the deep teal color, which is called Duelo, and I'm popping that right underneath that transition shade, and this time I'm more precisely mapping out the shape of the cut crease. I'm then gonna go back into that Lagrimas color and I'm gonna blend these two colors together. I'm now going back into the MAC paint pot to draw out the cut crease. I'm now gonna dip into the shimmer, which is called Angelito. I picked it up on a flat concealer brush and I wet it with a setting mist, and I just started packing that on all over the lid. And then once I reached the end of the cut crease, I kind of blended it downwards. And then I dipped into the MAC Extra Dimension eyeshadow in the shade Lunar Metal. And I popped that on the outer portions of the cut crease just to add a bit more dimension. For the lower lash line, I went back into the Duelo color and I just ran that all through the lower lash line. And I used the color Lagrimas to blend it all together. I'm gonna go ahead and tightline with the Marc Jacobs Blacquer eyeliner. As an inner corner highlight, I picked up the color Chillz from the Fenty Killawatt Foil Highlighter palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on mascara and lashes off camera and I'll be right back. I went ahead and applied the Rayan Beauty Fleek Elite lashes. You guys know I've been obsessed with these lashes. I also forgot to mention that I used the Marc Jacobs gel liner in the color Whirlpool in my waterline. Moving on to blush, I'm using the MAC Dynastic Fantastic Blush Duo. This was a limited edition blush, but both the colors in here, which are Modern Mandarin and Pinch O Peach, are available in the singles, so you can purchase them separately. For highlight, I'm going into another MAC product. This is the one from their Aladdin collection, which is unfortunately discontinued. You might still be able to find this on the MAC website if you're lucky. It's just like a nice subtle highlight. It's nothing too crazy, like it's not those like blinding type highlighters, but it's nice and subtle. If you're looking for something blinding, I would probably recommend the Extra Dimension Skin Finishes from MAC over this. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 4-in-1 setting spray. I've actually never tried this as a setting spray, so let's see how this goes. The mist on this was a little harsh. I think I'd rather just stick to using it to wet my eyeshadows, to be honest. For the lips, I'm gonna first overline my lips with the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Pencil. This one's in the shade Etcetera. These are discontinued as well. I don't know why I'm using so many discontinued products today, but I just haven't used this in a while, so... I'm then gonna go into the Velvet Teddy lipstick. And I really want to test out these new glosses from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just got these in the mail today. I'm debating between these two. This is the color Nude, which is just like a basic tinted gloss. And then this is Sparkle Lava, which is the one with the most shimmer in this set. I think I'm going to end up using Nude. It's a nice sheer and buildable formula. I actually really like it. That brings us to the end of this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and turn the notification bell on so that you can get notified every time I post. I post twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. That's it from me today, you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!